It is exactly 9 p.m. top of the hour, and you're just right on time for KUTV Weekend Live. Indeed, we have much and more lined up for you, including now Africa officially joining the G20, the League of the Big Boys. And of course, a lot has been happening, including matters to do with the election, that is the United Democratic Alliance Party, that president now promising to actually hold free and fair credible party elections, in just a bit to revamp the house and strategically place themselves ahead of the 2027 general election. That and many more. But first thing first, our top stories tonight.
Ruto announces UDA party elections in December as he tightens grip on UDA ahead of 2027 elections. Cycling for mental health. Peter Ndegwa cycled 720 kilometers to raise awareness on mental illness. Also tonight, rolling with the big boys. Africa finally joins G20. Plus, curtain falls on Sin Cadovilles. Tribute continue to pour in for an iconic sports personality.
Welcome, and my name is AUMA Evans. MUTAVA is our sign language interpreter tonight. Now, you can join us, or rather you can follow our broadcast on all of our social medias on the numbers below your screen. Well, our primetime news, or rather our weekend live, begins right now. President William Ruto has announced nationwide election for the United Democratic Alliance Party to be held in December this year. This move is intended to boost the party as a national outfit ahead of the 2027 general elections. While opening the Rurungu Sub-County UDA office in Nyeri, President Ruto said the election will be held for all party officials to do away with the current hand-picked officials. Muneno Weru tells us more.
2027 is 4 years away, but President William Ruto has ramped up preparations for the upcoming general elections, especially in honing the UDA party, his vehicle to sail through the elections. Ruto announced that the UDA party will hold elections in December this year in a bid to forge a party with a national outlook.
We are going to have elections of the party. And I am announcing here in Nyeri, all members of UDA, wherever you are, there will be elections in December. We are going to announce the timetable for the elections in December so that we can build the party as an institution of governance.
Contrary to precedents, where party officials were handpicked and anointed by the party leadership, President Ruto announced that officials from the party chairman down the chain will be elected by the people during December's grassroots elections.
Na ndio sababu mimi nataka niwaambie viongozi wote, kama wewe unataka kuwa kiongozi katika chama ya UDA, anza pale kwa polling station, ujipange na wanachama. Hakuna mtu atapatiwa kiti kwa meza. Hakuna mtu atapatiwa kiti kwa mapendeleo. Wanachama ndio wataamua pale kwa polling station. Tumekubaliana?
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua expressed satisfaction with the trajectory of Ruto's leadership, vowing to extend his support for the president once again come 2027 general elections.
Na sisi tukikupigia kura tulijua ni nani tunapigia kura. Na rais sisi hatusongi. Sisi tuko na wewe hapo mbele 27 na kila siku tuko nyuma yako.
Other leaders present called on the president to fold all parties in Kenya Kwanza to join UDA and forge a fortified political party ahead of 2027.
Kwa sasa tunataka kwenda 2027 tukiwa na chama kimoja. Kwa hivyo wale wote wanasema wanakuunga mkono, wakuje waingie kwa chama, tushindane kwa UDA, tukupe timu ya kuendelea. Asante mtukufu rais.
Na wataki kuvuja chama zao, wavuje chama waingie UDA. Asanteni sana.
Today marks exactly 1 year since President Ruto was handed the reins of the presidency, but to William Ruto, his swearing in last year kicked off the race for 2027, and with his recent charm offensive across the country, President Ruto has opted to jump before the drums, then get caught unawares in his bid for re-election. Munene Weru, KU TV.
Thank you, Monene Weru, for that. Now, let's stay in Nyeri for a bit. The government is planning to construct 20,000 affordable housing units in Nyeri County, according to President William Ruto. The project will employ about 40,000 youths in Nyeri, and the head of state made this remark during the development tour in Nyeri County, where he also launched the construction of Bugaret Muririru Road at Bugaret Shopping Center in Kieni constituency, among other projects.
President William Ruto has taken his development tour to Nyeri County, where he has launched a number of projects. With the biggest problem facing residents in the region being water shortage, President Ruto has revealed plans to build dams and boreholes in the region to offer a long-lasting solution to the problem.
Waswahili wanasema ahadi ni nini? Na dawa ya deni ni kulipa. Tulikubaliana na mahali kuna maji, mahali kuna stima, mahali kuna mahali pazuri, ndio kazi ya kila mtu iweze kusonga mbele.
The launch of the construction of a road at Bugaret Shopping Center, Kieni constituency, has left the residents with high hopes of further developments with ease and mobility.
Na mimi nataka niwahakikishie zile barabara zote zilikwama. Sasa tutazikwamua na tutaweka pesa tuzikamilishe, ndio tuanze barabara zingine. Tunaelewana? Hii barabara ni kati ya barabara kilomita 65 ambayo tumepatia kandarasi.
To fast-track its universal health coverage agenda, President Ruto restated the government's plan to reduce NHIF monthly subscription as well as construction of more health facilities.
Hapo ndio tumepangia mambo ya universal health coverage, na naanzisha hao wananchi tupunguze ile 500 ikuje 300. Ili tuhakikishe ya kwamba kila Mkenya anaweza kulipa gharama ya NHIF, na wale ambao hawana uwezo ya kulipa NHIF sisi tutawalipia kama serikali.
President Ruto also announced planned construction of 20,000 houses in Nyeri, a project which seeks to employ about 40,000 youths from the region.
Kwa sababu hapa Nyeri tunataka kujenga nyumba 20,000 na tunahitaji vijana karibu 40,000 watakao tusaidiana na wao, tupange ajira yao, watujengee manyumba, tuondoe mambo ya kukosa ajira Kenya.
Ruto has also promised the locals that the government will ensure good use of agricultural land to increase production of coffee and other crops in the region. Joseph Oyomo, KU TV.
Right, from head of state to now matters health sector. Now, armed with a resolve to promote a healthy society, Kakuyuni Hospital staff organized a free health checkup day for Kavuluki residents in Machakos County. During the event, residents had a chance to learn more about non-communicable disease. And as Ruth Wanjiru reports, the following report, of course, residents have been urged to always normalize going to hospital checkups even when not sick, to allow for early detections of sickness.
During their health day, medical practitioners from Chivaluki, Machakos County treated the residents to a free health screening day, an activity that saw locals of varying age groups flood the venue for different screening including blood pressure, diabetes and cancer among others. According to Dr. Rose Gitau, a medic from Kakuyuni Hospital, other than screening, the event was also aimed at creating awareness on non-communicable diseases. Dr. Gitau wants more of such events to be organized to fully promote a healthy society.
The quest was to teach the community members on how they could get involved on their own health, how they could improve on their health-seeking behavior, so that they can be able to be coming to the facilities even when they are not sick.
Dr. Gitau's colleague Maurice Muli notes that apart from screening, the residents were also educated on the non-communicable diseases.
Today we had a special day, Chivaluki Fraternity Health Day, whereby we have done screening for non-communicable diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and kidney diseases. The exercise was success. Tumepima watu.
The area assistant chief Scholastica Mudeu has also urged the medics to keep organizing such events so as to end ignorance on non-communicable diseases.
Na tumejua kwanza kwamba tukijizuia hatutapatwa na maradhi hayo na yatulemee. Tunashukuru na kuuliza madaktari wetu mara tena waweze kupangisha mpango kama huu, tukutane, tufunzwe, ndio tuweze kuwa na afya ambazo kila mmoja ako na afya mzuri.
The free health screening in Machakos goes hand in hand with President Ruto's Universal Health Coverage Plan, where the head of state has reiterated that solving health problems from the grassroots is the way to go. Ruth Wanjiru, KU TV.
Meanwhile, youths in Tana River Delta will now be able to acquire and upgrade their technology skills following the launch of the first digital village hub in the region dubbed Life Legacy. Our very own Masu Anjiru explains the immense benefit of the program as it aims to equip selected students with skills in digital marketing, digital entrepreneurship, app development, and life skills to maneuver the digital space.
Young people from Tana Delta are set to benefit from the launch of the first digital village hub. The project, supported by Paradigm Initiative in partnership with the Money Center, has rolled out a pilot program that will see more than students from poor families equipped with digital skills. According to the Paradigm Initiative Programs Officer Miriam Beatrice, the idea is an integrated development vision that enshrines the digitization of the core rural transformation and prosperity to address social economic elements. The main focus is to address the problem of poverty and unemployment using gain skill for self-employment.
So Life Legacy is a wholesome project. It's an acronym for life skills, ICT, financial readiness, and entrepreneurship. Because at the end of the day, we want our young people, our youth, most especially from underserved communities, that by the end of this project, they come out as wholesome individuals.
Also speaking during the launch, a Money Center Managing Director John Green termed the project as a dream come true, adding that there is a need for the youth in the country to immerse themselves in acquiring knowledge in the current transforming phase of technology to survive the future.
Offering the youths the opportunity to get on board and learn computer skills, not only the basic ones, but will advance to things like graphic design, coding, so that they can be empowered to do apps and websites, so they also fit in the job market, especially in the digital economy.
The youth in the country have expressed delight for the project and expecting it to empower them with the necessary digital skills to trade for cash in the digital world.
Nashukuru sana kwa hii Paradigm Initiative kuja huku kwetu, kuja kutufunza mambo na ICT skills, na na matumaini kuwa nikimaliza hii course nitaenda kumfungua kampuni yangu mwenyewe kama cyber security, ili inisaidie mimi mwenyewe, isaidie community yetu na community yetu ya Tana Delta na Tana River at large.
The program will run for 10 weeks and focus on teaching selected student skills on digital marketing, digital entrepreneurship, app development, and essential life skills for thriving in the digital world. Masi Wanjiru, KUTV.
Alright, that story by Masi Wanjiru takes us to our first break here on Weekend Live. Plenty more to follow after the break.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland, and I'm the main coordinator of the CAFE project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Ewa Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
We are all seeing the impacts of climate change. In Kenya, for example, the frequency of the floods is becoming more and worse. The amount of people and livestock we are losing.
Is the level where the normal mwananchi and also the government stakeholders can uptake these solutions.
Those small acts multiplied by millions of us will help make a difference in the world at the end of the day.
It's just a slight behavior change that we need, and you'll find that it serves us a bit more than you put in. And that's the goal. We want to live a better world than we found. Because at the rate we are going, it's dire.
We will secure the planet for future generations.
Thank you for staying with us, and just in case if you're joining us right now, this is Weekend Live. Remember, we invite your feedback and comment. You can talk to us on all of our social media platforms. You can tweet us at KUTV_Kenya, at AUMA events. Remember to use the hashtag Weekend Live. Now, listen to this, the following report. Robert Ndegwa, a professional cyclist, cycled from Nakuru to Malindi with the aim of raising awareness against the mental health scourge in the country. Ndegwa pedaled for over 720 kilometers, a journey that took him over 2 weeks, with the hope that the campaign will trigger conversation on mental health and make people understand that it is a more serious matter.
A renowned cyclist from Nakuru has cycled 720 kilometers in a campaign meant to raise mental health awareness. Robert Ndegwa spent 2 weeks on the road before finally arriving in Malindi. Ndegwa observes that mental health has become common in the country, urging Kenyans to take it seriously.
Mental health ambayo ilifanya nianze hii safari na msukumo umetokana na matukio ambayo tunayaona kila siku. Na tunaona mambo yanavyojitokeza huku nchini, unapata watu kujiua, unapata familia kuachana, bibi na bwana wamewachana, watoto ndio wameingilia mihadarati. Kwa hivyo hicho ndio kilinisukuma haswa kuanza kampeni hii ambayo inatokana na ya mental health.
Ndegwa was received by cyclists from Mombasa, Kilifi and Malindi up to the Buntuwani Waterfront Park, which marked the end of his journey in a campaign aimed at ensuring that those suffering from mental illnesses receive appropriate assistance.
Mental health si mambo na kiakili peke yake, kwa sababu naangalia level tofauti, naangalia stigma, naangalia discrimination, naangalia isolation. Pia pale nyumbani tumekuwa na hali za magonjwa kama diabetes, pressure, pia unapata yanafanya wale watu pia wanakuwa na stress.
The managing director of Buntuwani Waterfront Park, Ahmed Hassan, and Malindi Cycling Association Club member Harun Ombwara commended the cyclist for the initiative.
This message gets to the government that we need to pay a serious attention to mental health, because if you don't stop mental health, the consequences zake ndio inakuwa nyingi zaidi. Suicide, watu wanafanya uhalifu, mambo ya ugaidi, mambo ya kupokonya watu nini, watu ambao hawajijui. So
hamasisho ya kwa mambo tunaita mental health, na kando na hayo na mbali na hayo, ni bora sana pia kuwa unajihusisha na jambo lolote ambalo linasaidia mwili wako kujiweka sawa kiafya. Kama kuna mazoezi ya aina tofauti, lakini basikeli ni baadhi ya ile mazoezi ambao yamegonga vyombo vya habari.
The Kenya National Commission for Human Rights estimates that 25% and 40% of outpatients and inpatients respectively suffer from mental health conditions, with depression, substance abuse, stress and anxiety disorders being more prevalent. Julian Ngaki, KUTV.
And now good news at last. The group of the world's 20 leading economies has welcomed the African Union as permanent member. This is a powerful acknowledgement that was made for Africa, whose more than 50 countries seek a more important role on the global stage. US President Joe Biden last year called for African Union's permanent membership in the G20, with the bloc being invited in this year's G20 summit in India. The African Union has been advocating for full membership for the 7 years, with South Africa being the only nation in the bloc that is a G20 member. AU chairman and president of Comoros, Azali Azumani, is representing the country at the summit. Okay, from Kenya to the world. Kenyans living in the United States are increasingly emerging as the entrepreneurs to become self-reliant and especially use technology and social networks to expand their businesses. One of them is Jamila Kizondo from Mombasa, who lives in Atlanta, Georgia, who has slowly started to gain popularity with the cooking coastal foods and advertises them rather on her Instagram and YouTube pages.
When you arrive at a home in the southern state of Georgia, you feel completely at home, like in Mombasa, from the way she welcomes you and the way she has decorated her home. As soon as I got there, Jamila welcomed me to her kitchen, where she was preparing some famous coastal muffins known as kitumbua, as well as mabuyu, which are baobab seeds mixed with sugar and food coloring. As I entered, she was on the phone with a customer who was ordering food.
Mwanzo ni mapenzi yangu ya mapishi.
First of all, it is my love with cooking. I grew up in an environment of learning how to prepare our local dishes. And when I traveled to different parts of the world, I saw people are very proud of their culture, way of life, and food. So I told myself that it is not a bad thing for me to be proud of my culture and food. Therefore, I decided to start cooking and let the world know about our dishes and culture.
Jamila added that she would not have reached her goal were it not for her husband Samir St. Clair, who is originally from Maryland.
It's all about support. You know, when you're in a marriage and when your spouse has something that they have a passion about, it's your job, your duty as a spouse to give them the support. So like she supports me in my basketball career, I support her with the videos and I have fun with it and I learn about the culture also.
Jamila says everything that she needs to make the dish like what you get in Mombasa is available here in the United States, and she can make delicacies just as if she was at home.
I come from a family with strong traditional culture that has strong family values. My dad, may he rest in peace, cared a lot about his origins, and he always told me that always to be proud about your humanity and be proud of where you come from, and that's what I'm doing.
On her YouTube page, Jackie Zondo Swahili Bite, and Instagram, where she has nearly 78,000 followers and more, she posts videos of her preparing dishes using humor to attract more clients. And it is reported that's how she has gained her fame. And so she hopes to expand her work with the support of all her clients.
The first goal as a business person, you always have high expectations, aiming to have what is yours. So what I'm hoping for, God willing, is to have my own restaurant or open my own place where people will come and enjoy and learn about my Swahili culture.
Kwa hivyo Mungu akinijalia na matumaini kwa nitafungua pali pangu pa watu kuja kupata riziki.
Jamila also hopes that one day she will be able to open a museum on Swahili tradition and culture in the United States so people can learn and understand where she comes from. Abdu Shakur Aboud, Voice of America.
Right, let's talk sporty. Tributes continue to pour in following the untimely death of celebrated sports presenter Sean Kadavilis, who breathed his last at his house in Westlands, Nairobi. President William Ruto has eulogized Sean, describing him as a brilliant and outstanding sports journalist whose insightful and gifted journalistic skills played an integral role in shaping sports journalism in the country. Until his untimely demise, the former Nation Media Group employee was working with the Capital FM as a sports news presenter, and he'll be remembered for his passion for motorsport and his immense contribution in sports. May Allah grant his soul, a safe passage in Jannah. Now, Kenyatta University men's team fall to National Super League side Rainbow 2-1 in a friendly match played at KU Sports Ground. The friendly match is part of the team's preparation ahead of the University Games World Cup that will be held in China in October 2023. The Tobias Ogola-led charge says they have learned a lot of lessons with today's game, and as Hardnuts assistant coach tactician Joseph Ndungu says, the onus is now on the team to rectify those changes ahead of the global showpiece.
Generally performance imekuwa poa, team imekuwa poa, tumekuwa tukitrain hapa. So though tumeshinda but tumelearn. Juu pia we had a very competitive friendly on Thursday. Tulicheza na timu ya Premier Bidco. Pia we lost, so we wanted to do a correction today but ilikataa. So but we've learned, so tomorrow another game najua tutalearn. Yeah, they are good, lakini pia si tuko vizuri juu hawajatulemea sana. Wametupiga lakini hawajatulemea sana. They just measured on our mistakes, wakafunga mistakes zetu. Lakini si tukapata chances zetu but we never converted them.
In our matters football, the Football Kenya Federation elections will be held on February 24th next year. Sports Cabinet Secretary Ababu Namwamba has confirmed. Namwamba said that the poll will adhere to the tenets of the Federation's institution, or rather constitution, and the 2013 Sports Act. The CS said he had instructed the Registrar of Sports to establish a committee that will be tasked with setting the stages for the transparent polls. Right, you are now up to date with the latest. And of course, my name is AUMA Evans. Joy MUTAVA has been our sign language interpreter. Until next time, do have a lovely weekend and God bless.